see how these stockings look for this party tomorrow, and I need to go to bed. Ow! Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Lace! Lace! What, man? I'm hitting my leg. Oh, Lord, I think I'm getting a Charlie horse. Ooh! Ooh! Help me, Lace! Help me! Oh, Lord! Help me, Lace! Help me! Help me!
Get back inside. You're driving me crazy.
Hi, my name is Trenidra Arena Pierre, aka Miss QT Style, and I am a type 2 diabetic.
In your own words, can you describe what happened on September 20th, 2013?
It was actually September the 19th. I was trying on some stockings, and I was standing up, as you can see from the reenactment. That's pretty much what happened. I was trying on some shoes for a party. I put my right foot in that shoe. I got a bad cramp. I thought I was having a Charlie horse, as we say in the South, but it was not a Charlie horse. It was something else. Next thing I know, I was yelling for my daughter. I went back and I had a seizure, and that was the first time ever having a seizure.
Okay. Did you know immediately that it was a seizure, or when did you find out that you had a seizure?
No, I didn't know it was a seizure at first, but I knew that the pain was not going away and felt like it was going up my body. I did feel myself go back, and I felt myself jerk maybe 2 times, and then I was out. It's like it was like an out of body experience for me. It's almost like God stepped in and just said, lay back. I felt like I was dying. Actually, like when I went back, it was like I was dying. That's the way I felt. Yeah.
Do you remember your initial thoughts after you came out of the seizure?
When I first came out of the seizure, when I had opened my eyes a couple of times, and all I could see is a Hispanic guy or a white guy. But again, it was like I was out of body experience, like I was dreaming. And I remember doing that about 3 times. And then the 4th time, I jumped up, and I was in the ambulance, and the EMTs were telling me, calm down, you had a seizure, we're taking you to the hospital. And then the first thing I hollered was, where's my daughter? I looked back, they said she's in the front. By that time, we was already at the hospital, and I asked them, what hospital am I going to? Am I going to St. Charles Hospital? There's no St. Charles Hospital in California. St. Charles Hospital is in Louisiana. It's actually under a different name now. So when I came out, I was not all the way thinking right.
Well, what events prior to the seizure occurred that may have caused it?
I'm thinking the day before I had drank a 2-liter Pepsi, not Pepsi, I don't even drink Pepsi, a 2-liter Sunkist, orange Sunkist at work. I sucked on that, drunk that all day at work. That particular day on the 19th, I had a grape Sunkist that I was drinking back to back because I was thirsty. You know, I hadn't been taking my meds right, and diabetics get thirsty a lot. And I remember drinking my last glass right before I tried on the stockings, and I was just feeling funny. I had actually laid down. I got back up to try on those stockings, and I kept saying, this is my last cup. I don't feel right. I don't feel right. So I think it was from all that sweet soda. It wasn't diet. And I just think my body was just, my electrolytes, my doctor said it was just all out of whack. So that may have caused it. My sugar was 629 or something like that when the EMTs took it. So I think all that played a role.
You've been a diabetic since 1997, right?
That's correct.
So why do you feel that you were negligent in monitoring your glucose levels, your sugar intake, your diet?
I've been off and on doing good since 97. Then I'll stop. I'll do good. I'll stop. I think it's because it's real frustrating sometimes having diabetes, because you really have to really watch what you eat and take your meds on time and stuff. The hardest part is the watching what I ate. I'm a Southern girl. I like to eat. You know, sometimes, like I said, I would do good. Then sometimes excuse my language, I would just say, fuck it. I'm going to have me a baked potato. I'm going to have me smothered potatoes. That's my weakness. Potatoes, which is starch, which is not good for diabetics. A lot of it is not good. And sodas was my weakness. A lot of people think sweets cause diabetes. That's not what causes diabetes. If it did, I wouldn't have it because I don't eat a lot of sweets. So sometimes you just get tired and you just say, F it, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. And that's not good. But that's how my thought pattern was. I was like, I'm not going to be limited on eating good food.
Since the seizure in your hospital stay, what changes have you made to ensure that this doesn't occur again?
Well, first of all, I haven't had a regular soda since then. I might have had maybe 3 Diet Cokes. And all I drink now is Diet Snapple, water with Crystal Light.
What medications are you taking to help regulate your glucose levels?
I am on Humalog. This is insulin. I take this 3 times a day with meals, even when I'm at work. But at work I use the insulin pen, which I forgot to bring. But it's insulin already in a pen, but I'll maybe show you guys that on another video. I also take Lantus at night, 35 units, and this is called a long-acting Lantus. They now have me on back on metformin, and this is the pills. I'm supposed to take this twice a day, but I take it once a day because some of this is a little too much. But this is for the diabetes also. I am on losartan. This is high blood pressure pills because diabetes and high blood pressure hand in hand. Best buddies, bullies. If you have diabetes, 9 times out of 10 you will get high blood pressure. So I'm taking this also. I recently started on this, you guys. About 2 weeks ago, I started having numbness and tingling in my toes and in my hand. And it was very painful, especially at nighttime. So I went to the doctor last week, and it's called diabetic neuropathy, where I have probably a little nerve damage from me having that seizure and from me having high sugars and stuff and out of control. So they gave me this for the pain. I'm supposed to take this 1 time at night, and it's for the numbness and the tingling. And this is called gabapentin. Also, they have me on this. I know it's a lot. It looks like a lot, you guys, but that's the thing of having diabetes and high blood. This is called Lipitor because I also have high cholesterol. Black woman from the South. You see what I want to eat. Lipitor. But I don't take this every night because they're not going to have me all messed up. This is my nano tester. This one you don't have to set it or put codes in and stuff like that. So I take my my sugar with this. I actually need another one because I need to keep one at work and one here. But I kind of carry this in my my purse. And that's basically, oh, my syringes, my needles. That's the one aggravating thing about having diabetes. I am tired of sticking myself, but I have to because I know I need to live, and I have to. So, also, you guys, ever since I had my seizure and stuff like that, first of all, I made this, which is a list of my medications and stuff, because when my daughter called the ambulance, they couldn't really tell them what medicines that I was using because they didn't know. So it's always good to have a list of your medicines, and I need to add the other 2 on here. I have my doctor's name, phone number, my insurance and stuff like that. I've been a diabetic since 97, and I've been insulin dependent since September. So always write this down. Keep this in your purse. Give your family member one if you're diabetic, or not just diabetic. If you have any type of, ongoing disease such as diabetes, high blood, I mean anything. It's good for to have this. Yeah. So I also have been writing down ever since I came out of the hospital. Everything I bite, I write. I write it down. Everything I eat, I put it in here. I put my glucose numbers, this is the highlighted circle ones. It was 136 when I got out and stuff like that. I put when I take my insulin, when I take my medicine. Sometimes I put how I'm feeling and stuff, or if I have to go to the doctor. But I've been doing good with writing it down, and this helps when I go to my nutritionist or to my doctor, so they can see what I've been taking in. And I bring this to work with me. I put it on my desk and I write it down. So I've really been doing good.
So you've been both on insulin and on pills for diabetes, right?
Yes.
what differences do you see within yourself from being on the pills and from being insulin dependent?
Well, when I was on just the pills, I was not following a good diet, so they were pretty much not really working for me. I think my sugars would still be like 2 something, which is still high. But that's it. With the insulin, before I used to feel like sluggish sometimes, and I would get sleepy, tired. Sometimes my eyes would get blurry, everything like that. But since I've been on the insulin, I feel good, minus the little numbness and stuff that came, and that goes with diabetes. But I don't feel drained. I don't feel like tired and out of it anymore. The insulin is definitely helping my body. And for those of you who don't know what diabetes is, or type 2 diabetes is, when your body does not have enough insulin to break up the sugars in your body, the foods and stuff like that. Type 1 is when your body don't have no insulin. So, injecting the insulin is definitely helping. I guess it's doing its job.
Do you have any advice for people who may be diabetic and aren't following a correct diet?
Yes, I do. I know, like you might have heard me say it earlier, sometimes it gets frustrating. You get tired, poking yourself if you're insulin dependent. You just give up. Do not do that. I did that, and I could have not been seeing my 43rd birthday, which is coming up in November 13th. And I hope I make it to, make it there too. But I could have been dead, because actually when I went back, that's what I felt like I was going into death, like I was dying. Do not play. But sometimes God shake us up to wake us up. And that was my wake up call, to definitely at least try to do right. And I've been doing good since then. Go to your doctor. Watch what you eat. That's the main thing. Kind of watch what you eat and write down what you eat. Read labels and stuff like that. It's good to talk with your family members too about it. And I'll be doing a second video. My family will be doing a second video. My mom and my daughter anyway. About that. But talk with your family about it. Like I said, definitely don't take diabetes as a joke. I mean, diabetes is not a death sentence. But it can be if you don't take care of it. A lot of people, like I had a guy tell me, "You have my condolences," when I was talking about my diabetes. And I'm like, am I dead here? Am I a corpse? No, diabetes is not a death sentence. But of course, with any disease, if you don't take care of it, it can be. But like I just said, diabetes is just your body don't have enough insulin to eat up, the sugars. So definitely do not play with that. Eat right. I suggest you guys get on Facebook, and there's some diabetes groups and stuff, and you can hear from other people that have it. So you're not alone, and you can give advice and hear advice, and just come as a group. Sometimes it helps when you know that other people are going through the same thing, and you can talk about it. And that helped me, because when I go on my page, I always go to that diabetic group. There's 2 of them, diabetic awareness and stuff like that. So do not play with it. Don't be like me. Don't be hard-headed. I was like, oh, I'm a Southern girl from the South. We eat. We like, we like that jambalaya. We like that food, which I can still eat jambalaya. I just can't eat a lot of it. Rice, because I shouldn't eat brown rice. But yeah, I didn't care. But you have to care. You have to care, especially if you got kids. I have a child. I want to see my grandkids. I want to be here. So yeah, do not play with diabetes, because it is a serious, serious disease.